Hi everyone, it's Mark Vena with Smart Tech Research. Apple is back with the AirPods Max 2, and on the surface, this looks like the premium headphone refresh Apple fans have been waiting for. But let's be honest, this is not a radical reinvention. It is a calculated upgrade. Apple is betting that better silicon, a cleaner charging standard, and tighter ecosystem glue are enough to keep this product on top. The real question is not whether these headphones are good, because they are. The real question is whether they are good enough at $549 when the gap between Apple and the competition has gotten a lot smaller. Here is the truth about AirPods Max 2. Apple changed just enough to keep the product relevant, but not enough to make original owners feel an urgent need to upgrade. The H2 chip is the headline move. USB-C was overdue and absolutely necessary. The new colors give the line some fresh shelf appeal. But the industrial design, the materials, and the overall feel are basically the same story we got in 2020. So if you expected a bold second act, this is not it. This is Apple refining the formula, not rewriting it. For some buyers, that is smart. For others, it may feel a little too safe. The H2 chip is where Apple is really playing the long game. This is not just about what AirPods Max 2 can do on day one. It is about what Apple can unlock over time through software, machine learning, and tighter integration across its ecosystem. That is classic Apple. Sell you the hardware today, then layer in more value tomorrow. Better adaptive audio, richer spatial experiences, smarter noise control, and maybe even features Apple has not announced yet, all become possible because of this silicon foundation. So the H2 chip is not just a spec bump. It is Apple quietly telling the market this headphone is a platform. Even with stronger competition, AirPods Max 2 still brings serious strengths to the table. The sound remains rich, spacious, and deeply polished. Noise cancellation is still among the best you can buy, and Apple's transparency mode continues to feel almost magical because it sounds so natural. Call quality is also a major win, especially for people who live on Zoom, Teams, or phone calls all day. These are not just consumer lifestyle headphones. They are premium everyday tools. That matters. Apple did not need to reinvent the audio experience here. It just needed to keep executing at a very high level. And in the areas that matter most, it did. This is where Apple still crushes the field. The ecosystem advantage is not marketing fluff. It is real, and it is incredibly hard for Sony, Bose, or Sonos to replicate. AirPods Max 2 work less like standalone headphones and more like an extension of your digital life. They move cleanly between your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple TV. Spatial audio gets more personal. Settings follow you through iCloud. Pairing is painless. Handoffs feel instant. That level of integration changes the ownership experience in a way that spec sheets do not fully capture. If you live deep inside Apple's world, these headphones make an almost irrational amount of sense. Apple may still lead, but the premium headphone race is no longer a blowout. Sony, Bose, and Sonos have made this category brutally competitive. Sony continues to dominate the value conversation with a lighter, less expensive product that still delivers excellent sound and ANC. Bose remains a comfort and noise-canceling powerhouse. Sonos came in with style, strong sound, and a real home theater angle. That means Apple is no longer winning by default. Buyers have real choices now, and that is the key shift in this market. AirPods Max 2 may still be the crown holder, but the moat around that crown is nowhere near as wide as it used to be. When you put these products side by side, the AirPods Max 2 story gets very clear very fast. Apple wins on integration, polish, and premium feel. It also stays near the top in noise canceling and immersive audio. But then the trade-offs hit you. The price is the highest. The weight is the worst. And for many buyers, the real-world experience delivered by Sony or Bose gets you close enough for a lot less money. That is why this comparison matters. Apple is not selling the most rational purchase. It is selling the most complete Apple experience. Whether that premium feels justified depends entirely on how much you value that ecosystem advantage. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Weight. At 385 grams, AirPods Max 2 are heavy. Not a little heavy, noticeably heavy. That matters more than Apple would probably like to admit. For flights, desk work, and quiet listening sessions, you may tolerate it or even forget about it. But for running, high movement workouts, or long active use, this becomes a real drawback. It is the biggest reminder that Apple did not rethink the physical design enough. These headphones feel luxurious, but luxury has mass, and mass has consequences. In a category where comfort matters, Apple is still asking buyers to compromise more than its rivals do. The bottom line is simple. AirPods Max 2 are still the king, but only inside Apple's kingdom. They deliver a premium experience, smarter future-facing silicon, and ecosystem magic that no rival can fully copy. But the competition is now strong enough and cheap enough to force a much harder buying decision. Apple is no longer miles ahead. It is just still ahead. That distinction matters. So if you want the best possible Apple-first headphone experience, this is the one to beat. But if you are chasing pure value, lighter comfort, or cross-platform flexibility, the smartest move may be to look beyond Cupertino this time. Apple's headphones reign supreme in their ecosystem, seamlessly integrating with iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple TV. The H2 chip promises future enhancements through updates. However, competitors like Sony and Bose offer similar experiences at a lower cost. Understand the premium you're paying for. I'd love your feedback. Did this video help you make a more informed buying decision about the Apple AirPods Pro Max 2? Like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to the free Smart Tech Check podcast channel for honest tech commentary. Share your experiences in the comments. We value every insight.
Thanks for watching another episode of the SmartTechCheck EduSeries, where tech industry veteran Mark Vena breaks down the biggest trends shaping the market today. With more than 30 years of industry experience, SmartTech Research delivers professional services that amplify, inform, challenge, and inspire.